Tonight on News 3 Now, a new study shines light on the role UW-Madison played in preventing a COVID outbreak from spreading into the community. We hear from the CDC tonight.
Like many people with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, I was there. Be right back. But my symptoms were keeping me from where I needed to be. So I talked to my doctor and learned Humira is for people who have UC or Crohn's disease. And Humira helps people achieve remission that can last, so you can experience few or no symptoms.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Be there for you and them. Ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, remission is possible.
Colbert's got a new late show with Gayle King plus BTS, Tuesday on CBS.
It's tough being a cop. People are really scared out there right now. And some days it feels impossible. But then there's other days you actually get to make a difference. Those victories, they mean something.
The SWAT season finale, Wednesday, or stream anytime on CBS.
Right now at 10, quarantining the dorms worked. How a new study by the CDC shows UW-Madison's decision-making in the fall limited COVID spread in our community. And book lovers rejoice. After more than a year, Madison's public libraries are getting ready to move to the next chapter of their reopening plan.
Whether you're shielding or putting away their guns for them, you are just as complicit. And we're going to come after you.
Plus, looking for answers after a 6-year-old girl is killed. How Minneapolis leaders are trying to put an end to gun crimes in the Twin Cities.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. A team of researchers say UW-Madison's decision to quarantine 2 of its largest residence halls last fall was likely impactful in slowing the spread of the coronavirus. Adam Duxter shares why the decision may have prevented a much larger community spread.
The night of September 9th is one that most UW students won't soon forget, as the university made the decision to shut down its 2 largest residence halls and pivot to online learning for 2 weeks. And tonight, researchers say that decision had a significant impact.
Like thousands of other students on the UW campus, Gage Marino will never forget this past fall.
The situation was just right for it to go wrong.
At the time, he was a PhD candidate at UW, and following the dorm shutdown, it became his job, along with a team of others led by the CDC, to analyze how COVID spread from the start of the school year on.
We worked with the university to collect samples from individuals who lived in the 2 high-rise dorms. So we sequenced all of those samples to look at the genetic fingerprint that was kind of circulating within those 2 dorms.
And they discovered once the year began, COVID spread and spread fast between the 2 residence halls.
Whole genome sequencing data indicates that there was substantial intermingling between the students. There was overlap in basically the viral genome of the 2 outbreaks, suggesting these weren't 2 unique outbreaks. They were sort of one large combined outbreak.
But once they did close, those cases for the most part stayed put.
The fact that it didn't spread into the community was just mere luck. I don't really have a better answer for that. I know that a scientist is supposed to have kind of all of the answers, but I think it really just comes down to an element of luck.
Regardless, he says it's also a testament of a quick decision from the university and students who gave up 2 weeks for a greater cause.
They impacted our community by following through with this quarantine more than they probably understand.
Both Moreno and Dustin Curry from the CDC say the university's decision to go from testing students every other week for the coronavirus to testing them multiple times a week also played a significant role in slowing the spread of the virus on campus. For a link to that full study, you can visit our website, channel3000.com. At UW, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
New tonight, a Grant County man is dead after drowning this afternoon in the Mississippi River. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says the 63-year-old Potosi man was trying to get an item that floated away, but he wasn't able to make it back to shore. His body was found tonight after 4 hours of searching. He was pronounced dead at the boat landing by the Grant County coroner. More humidity could lead to thunderstorm chances to start off the work week. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Amanda, those showers and thunderstorms have been out there, but they've been spotty. Some areas have picked up an inch or two of rain, and other areas haven't seen any rain at all. Let's start out by taking a look at the time-lapse from the WIC Skycam. We had some showers early this morning. Then we had clouds for much of the day before a little bit of clearing late in the afternoon. But then a cold front came through, and notice those clouds shifting back toward the south late in the day, and that's because cooler air has moved in from the northeast. But you can see showers, an isolated thunderstorm here or there, mainly over southwestern Wisconsin and areas west of Madison. Right now from around Cross Plains and Mazomanie over toward Richland Center, those are lifting toward the east-northeast. Now the computer models continue to indicate anywhere between about 1/10 of an inch of rain and 1 to 2 inches of rain, depending on where the heavier showers and thunderstorms fall, but it's hard to say exactly where those will be. High temperatures today, right around 80 here in Madison, just shy of that at 79. But notice how it's turned a lot cooler to the north and east of Madison. Temperatures in the 50s there, while it's still around 70 over toward Mineral Point and Platteville. By tomorrow morning, Madison will be in the upper 50s with warmer temperatures to the southwest. Look for some shower and thunderstorm chances during the day tomorrow. Much of the day it won't be raining with a high temperature of 83. We'll see more of the same for Tuesday and then cooler weather for the end of the week. I'll have your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Gary. When Dane County's public health orders are dropped on June 2nd, it's up to businesses to decide if they want to keep any regulations in place. One downtown restaurant group says in its restaurants, the masks will stay on. In a post on Instagram, Deja Food Group, which owns Gray's on the Capitol Square, said masks will still be required for all workers and customers after June 2nd. The group says it'll continue the policy until they feel all underrepresented groups like kids and other vulnerable people are also safely able to dine. Nearly 47% of people in Wisconsin are at least partially vaccinated. The state's DHS deputy secretary says we may not reach the 70% threshold needed for herd immunity until this fall. DHS is reporting 147 new cases. That's the second fewest in a single day since early March. 23 more people have been hospitalized. The school district of Beloit is making COVID vaccines more accessible to students. The district is working with Home Care Pharmacy to offer a vaccination clinic on June 2nd for students at least 12 years old. Organizers say a parent or guardian will need to complete and sign a consent form. Registration information has been shared with families in the district. It's been a long 14 months for Madison's public libraries and the people who rely on them for free books and programs. But beginning tomorrow, all 9 are fully reopening. Christina Laurie shows us the changes that you'll notice once you're allowed back inside.
Madison public libraries are about to get noisier.
It's kind of crazy to think that suddenly we're going to be, full of people again.
In a good way. This week, all 9 will reopen, offering in-person browsing and checkout for the first time in 14 months. Inside, you'll notice several changes, like self-checkout machines.
Because we're discontinuing curbside service at the same time that we're opening our libraries, for the people who are maybe less comfortable being in a public space, they can come in, pick up their holds, check them out themselves, and walk out the door in 5 minutes.
Toys won't be available. Disappointing news for families hoping to enjoy Penny's new play space, open only 4 days before the shutdown.
Part of the big attraction for that space was a huge play area with lots of toys and things for kids to touch and learn from in a really physical way.
Those will be phased back in as the library slowly phases masks out, but not immediately.
Even if we are at a place where we no longer require masks, we will still have a lot of signage and encouragement to wear masks.
That's because Tana says many visitors are under the age of 12 and unable to get the vaccine.
I do feel like we're coming back better.
Madison's libraries are open from 10 to 6 Monday through Friday and noon to 5 on Saturdays, with the exception of the Monroe Street Library, which is currently open 3 days a week. Happy reading, everyone. In Madison, 4 News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
While the libraries are ending curbside pickup options for now, officials say that it's something they're considering bringing back seasonally. An engineering company in Grant County is laying off more than 80 workers later this summer. A letter sent by the state's DWD to Muscaday's village president says Durr Universal will lay off 87 employees in August. The letter says the cuts are a result of a reduction in volume, capacity, and optimization. The DWD says employees will receive any benefits and wages they're entitled to at the time of the layoffs. We're continuing to follow this weekend's mass shooting in downtown Minneapolis. 2 people were killed and 8 others injured when 2 people opened fire outside a nightclub early yesterday morning. Police say 1 person has been taken into custody, but that's not the only shooting gaining attention in the Twin Cities. Minneapolis leaders are starting a $30,000 reward fund for information leading to arrests in 3 other recent shootings, where 1 child was killed and 2 others left fighting for their lives.
But these families should not have to go another night without knowing that we've got the persons responsible for harming our babies, because they're all of our children.
It is a basic piece of humanity to recognize that neighborhoods shouldn't be concerned about gun violence, that little kids should be able to play outside without the risk of getting hit by a bullet.
The 6-year-old girl who died, Aaliyah Allen, was shot in the head last Monday while riding in her family's car on the way home from McDonald's. The reward fund was organized by the Minneapolis Regional Chamber of Commerce. The family of George Floyd and other activists are kicking off a week of rallies today. Tuesday is the 1-year anniversary of Floyd's death. Activists today in New York say the fight for justice is not over.
Stay woke. Now that your eyes is open and you know what my culture goes through, I want my culture to stay woke, but I want the other cultures that's supporting us to stay woke, to keep this movement flourishing.
President Biden says he will host Floyd's family at the White House on Tuesday. He last met with them in June when he traveled to Houston ahead of Floyd's funeral. More than a dozen people are dead in Italy after a cable car accident. The car plummeted into a wooded area this morning after its cable snapped. Riders were on a 20-minute trip between 2 stations. 3 people, including 2 children, were also injured. Check out this video. It's new today from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where thousands of people are searching through the rubble following a volcanic eruption last night. At least 600 homes were destroyed by the lava. Thousands of people were forced to run off from their homes with their belongings. Leaders say their first priority is to build shelters for the people still there. Still ahead at 10, Gary has your first one forecast. Plus, as we near the end of Brain Tumor Awareness Month, we'll introduce you to one teenager in our area fighting for her life with the support of her family. And what you need to know if you're planning a trip to Lake Michigan for Memorial Day weekend. That's after the break.
This is a giant eyesore.
All you have to do is point.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. See your Ford dealer to build and pre-order a select SUV, like the new Bronco Sport, and get an additional $500 bonus certificate on top of all offers.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
More than ever, America needs healthcare workers. So if you're ready to answer the call, Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers, including programs that can be completed in 10 months. Accredited and transfer-friendly, Herzing provides the personal care and support you need to succeed. We'll even waive your enrollment fee.
Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Hearson University. Call or click today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
With Dad's arthritis, he struggles with housework and bathing, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their age-at-home service, Dad gets the help he needs to stay independent at home.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
It's that time of year again. How can we help? Could you haul this away for me? Oh, it's gone. There was stuff here. Amazing.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
COVID-19 is changing how and where kids learn.
Our challenge has been to create as normal as possible school in the midst of crazy.
Madeline O'Neill tracks enrollment trends that could have a virtual impact on schools for years. Monday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A memorial for Wisconsin Rapids native Dick Trickle is complete, or at least close to finished, as close as it's going to get. It took 7 years, around $200,000 to put together the memorial in Rudolph for the NASCAR legend. Crews are 99% done with the structure and foundation. They'll still put up inscriptions and pictures for as long as people want to donate. Trickle raced in NASCAR and other leagues for more than 30 years. He died in 2013. An event that teaches kids how to ride on two wheels by themselves is pedaling back to Madison today. And this year, Learn to Ride is introducing new classes for kids with disabilities. Today's event at Warner Park was hosted by Madison Sports and Community Recreation. Organizers say they hope their new classes will provide more space and guidance to kids who may struggle with the learning curve.
Some of them may not learn all the steps in one time, but they go home with those techniques and handouts so they can keep on practicing.
Each kid at today's event got a free helmet fitted to their head by local volunteers. The next Learn to Ride will be June 27th at Memorial High School. Slots are filled for students, but volunteers can apply at mscr.org. From diagnosis to recovery, one Browntown teenager has a long road ahead of her after doctors removed a tumor from the left temporal lobe of her brain. As Brain Tumor Awareness Month winds down, Gabriela Becerra introduces us to her family and the battle they're fighting.
Just playful young child.
At 5 years old, Ashlyn Stricker spent days in a coma, weeks in the hospital, and months in physical and occupational therapy, recovering from a tractor accident that almost took her life.
It happened so fast. She had fallen off and had gotten a traumatic brain injury by hitting the pavement.
Today, Ashlyn's 14 and recovering from another brain injury.
9 years and 1 day from her accident that we found out she had a brain tumor.
Doctors at UW Children's Hospital were able to remove the entire tumor earlier this month. Ashlyn's support system at home, parents Chad and Bobby and sister Emma work around the clock to take care of her.
Making sure she's taking her meds, making sure she's
eating and drinking
and sleeping.
It's hard and expensive.
I couldn't tell you how far in debt we are at the moment for the previous medical bills, let alone the new ones.
It's going to take more than days, weeks, and months for this family to heal, but they're not alone in their fight.
It's amazing. The whole community of Monroe is behind us, and Martintown here, Browntown, just a network of people.
Gabriela Becerra, News 3 Now. Friends recently started a GoFundMe page for the Stricker family. As of this afternoon, they've raised more than $8,000. Their goal is $15,000. If you want to help out, we have a link on our website, channel3000.com. If warmer temperatures have you thinking about a beach trip to Lake Michigan, be careful. Milwaukee County says there will be no lifeguards at its beaches this summer. That has some advocates worried after 56 drownings were reported on Lake Michigan last year. County leaders say beaches will have warning signs that will be updated daily. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Not really beach weather. It's humid, but not beach weather.
Well, it depends on where you are. You know, some areas that were pretty warm today, and Lake Michigan is still pretty cold. So we're seeing a big shot of cool air coming in off of the lake tonight. As we take a look at precipitation that's occurred over the last 24 hours, if you're north of Madison, you had a better chance of getting some heavier precipitation. A swath of about 1 to 2 inches of rain locally from around Viroqua to just north of Wisconsin Dells, and then eastward to just north of Columbus over toward Beaver Dam, and then over toward Iron Ridge in the eastern portion of Dodge County and western Washington County. They had anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain. To the south of Madison, almost no rain at all. Just a few light showers here in Madison early this morning. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms are occurring to the west of town right now, but even those are weakening. We're not seeing much in the way of lightning, but some heavy downpours just to the west of Lodi, heading into parts of Columbia County. So again, the areas north of Madison have been favored so far. We'll have to see if we get showers and thunderstorms to develop further south. This is right on the dividing line between cooler air to the northeast and warm and more humid air to the south and west. Now, tomorrow we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday, there's even a marginal risk of an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm as a cold front moves through late in the day. But rain is what we're looking for, and the amounts are going to be spotty. It just depends on where the heavier showers and thunderstorms are. The shorter range future track computer models show anywhere between 1 inch and 1/10 of an inch of rain over southern Wisconsin. Some areas picking up, heavier amounts, and some areas missing out almost altogether. And if you kind of average things out through the end of the week with some more showers and isolated thunderstorms late in the week, we could be looking at somewhere between about 1/2 inch and 1.5 inches of rain over southern Wisconsin, which is still going to be below normal. We normally should pick up about 1 inch of rain per week this time of year. Now, as we check out 3 things you need to know in the forecast, it'll be humid for the next couple of days, and hopefully that'll lead to some showers and thunderstorms. Mild weather will continue on Wednesday with high temperatures still in the 70s, but then cooler weather arrives for Thursday and Friday as high temperatures drop back into the 60s. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 83 degrees. It'll be breezy, warm, and humid. There'll be a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some people will get them. Other people may stay dry altogether. Future track kind of shows this. You can see shower and thunderstorm chances tonight, during the day tomorrow, but most of the time it just won't be raining. Then tomorrow night, some shower and thunderstorm chances, and then the same thing on Tuesday. The cold front coming through probably late in the day with high temperatures in the lower 80s. Rainfall amounts, again, some areas 1/10 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch, some areas 1 inch or 2 and heavier shower or thunderstorm, just like we saw today. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures definitely cooling off for the end of the week. Some 60s for Thursday and Friday, but right now the Memorial Day weekend looks nice with high temperatures between about 70 and 75, maybe even a little warmer than that on Memorial Day itself, and just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm on Memorial Day. A little better chances for rain as we head into the middle of next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Gary. Next at 10, the pandemic closed the door on gatherings and events last spring, getting people outside and making it the year of the yard. The Dane County Extension Master Gardeners hosted its annual plant sale today to raise money for a greenhouse and encourage people to expand their landscapes. They had more than 1,000 perennials and vegetable starters, but organizers hope they raise a different kind of green to increase plant education.
Our greenhouse is going to help us train Master Gardener volunteers to learn about plant propagation so they can help in school gardens and community gardens and other public gardens.
All of the plants sold at today's event were donated and included a QR code for people to learn more about them. A historic day in South Carolina at the 103rd PGA Championship. We'll hear from this year's winner in sports with Jordan after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Summer's here, and with a great deal on a new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer sports, like softball, beach volleyball, triathlons, racing, golf. Whoa! Someone needs lessons.
Right now, you can get $1,500 customer cash on a sporty new 2021 Corolla or Corolla hatchback. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Aspen Dental, today is the day to take back your smile. Why wait? We're here nights, weekends, and right now to give you exceptional care and 20% off your treatment plan. New patients take the first step with a complete exam and x-rays that are free without insurance. Because our nationwide network of over 1,500 doctors at 900 locations all have one goal: to make you smile today. Start now. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book online at aspendental.com.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
This guy.
Money. With the most standard safety features in its class.
Nice stop, Mom.
Thanks. The fiercely reimagined Nissan Rogue. Get a low $219 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
This is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest broth, the broth that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
I'm back! You can't return to a regular program yet, not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Brewers able to hop off the struggle bus in Cincinnati. A come-from-behind win evened up the series. And the last box to check, a series win. Crew getting to work early, up 1-0 in the first. The team's newest addition, Willie Adames, gives some insurance. 2 RBI single, and the Brewers are up 3-0. Colton Wong with a hot bat today, just 1 home run short of hitting for the cycle. Now a solid 8-2 lead, and Christian Yelich adds another run for good measure. Smashes his first homer of the year. Brew Crew takes the series with a 9-4 win. Now they come back home for 4 against the Padres. That series begins tomorrow night. In less than 24 hours, the Bucks and Heat will take the court for Game 2 of their playoff series. But let's circle back to that series opening win, which wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for this beautiful bucket by Chris Middleton. Just 2 of his game-high 27. Giannis put up 26, and Drew Holiday working his magic on both sides of the ball. 20 points and 11 boards. No doubt a great way to start the series, especially when it involves the Heat and their playoff history. But Giannis isn't trying to get ahead of himself.
You know, don't get too high, don't get too low. It was one game, and we just got to lock in, see what we did well today, see what we did not do well, and try to lock in for the second game.
Game 2 is tomorrow night. Tip-off set for 6:30. And history was made in South Carolina at this year's PGA Championship. Phil Mickelson becomes the oldest golfer to ever win a major. And the final round, nothing short of exciting, especially with Brooks Koepka just 1 shot back at the beginning of the day. Now, early on, he and Mickelson are neck and neck. Then Lefty gets some separation and finishes 6 under. This is Mickelson's 6th major win and first one since the 2013 Open Championship.
You know, it's very possible that this is the last tournament I ever win, like if I'm being realistic. But it's also very possible that I may have had a little bit of a breakthrough in some of my focus. There's no reason why I or anybody else can't do it at a later age. It just takes a little bit more work.
And what was really cool with watching him win and actually just going to that 18th hole was just the crowd surrounding him, just being able to support him and cheer him on like that.
And I love what he said. I mean,
age doesn't matter.
Nope, age is but a number.
Yeah, and the fact that he hasn't won something since 2013.
Yes,
a championship.
That was his last major. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Very
Good
impressive.
for him.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Jordan. We'll be right back.